dash, 100 yard, dash, 100 yard, dash, 100 yard, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold.
Okay, Coach. Well, in just a few short months, this place will be the epicenter of the sporting world when it hosts Super Bowl 54. It's Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Set, ready? 10-2 stop.
Double dog, that's the way.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Barkley. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Barkley. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Jones. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run with Drake, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd. On 2nd down, it's Drake, and he's going to get this one down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
49. Heavy on the edges,
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And over the middle, this is Parker. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts, but now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down. They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run here with Ballage. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly. But it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake. Barkley. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Stepping up, he's going to... Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Rosen. It's complete to Parker, left side. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor?
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. So So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game, so they've got to wait behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now Drake. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Drake. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Rosen. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sanders' kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
To throw on 3rd down. Barkley eluding and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Charles Harris able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Here comes Grant on the return. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Again, running right, Drake. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the gun on third down, Barkley. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He's going to air one out, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now Rosen looking to throw. It's complete to Drake. And he'll only get this to about the...
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. He's in trouble, And McCoy won't make it out of the end zone. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Second and 10. It's Rosen again. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Exit.
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. He wants it all for the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal.
The kick by Sanders is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Open man, it's Allen. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. That's something we didn't see much of from Allen the last couple of years in New England. Heck, last season, 13 games, only 4 targets. But Miami going to try to get him more involved in the passing. And I think the ball's out. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there, but it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. And now it's Rosen looking. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Rosen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Alert, alert, alert. We got double up, double up. Check 3, check 3. Watch that.
On the left side, this is Stills. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Rosen will throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just needed.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. After the interception, here's Rosen. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a... He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the way? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerome Baker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Barkley. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler, as a rookie last year, in on the stop there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And it's caught by Parker. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Rosen now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And it'll be intercepted. Parker that time. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Barkley. He'll rifle this one deep right, and now here is another interception. Picked off by Rashad Jones, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Parker. With Devontae Parker, there was quite a bit of chatter in the offseason that the Dolphins might not pick up his fifth-year option, but they did, and one man who's certainly happy with that, quarterback Josh Rosen. It's a guy that Brian Flores, head coach in Miami, wants around and in that locker room. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. To throw is Rosen. Able to locate Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Drake. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, Rosen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Start the drive, 12 yards. They'll run on first down. Drake. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Right back to Drake. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And Stills over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, it's Drake. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Rosen to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here,
and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they
today